everyone, welcome to your November 2025 monthly market update. This month, I want to cut through the noise. We are covering the three topics I know are top of mind: the Fed, the forecast, and the future. We will cover what's happening right now and what that means for your decision to buy or sell a home. First, let's briefly look at the current market. The current housing market, which we're covering inventory and price, we do continue to see a positive trend. Inventory is rising. We've now seen active listings nationally over 1 million for the fifth consecutive month. This increase is definitely changing the market dynamic. As inventory rises and homes stay on the market longer, we're seeing more price cuts among sellers. So as you can see, 59 median days on market is what we're seeing in Plano. Home price growth is starting to moderate much more. Prices are still rising nationally, but the pace is a lot smaller. It's critical to understand that the market is now highly fragmented. About half of the top 50 metros are still seeing price increases where inventory is tighter. In the other half, prices are starting to decline a little bit. This is often a correction in markets that saw massive appreciation a few years ago. So if you're in the Dallas area, you know what I'm talking about. National trends do not tell your story, though. That's why we need to focus on your local market conditions. Part 2. So what's the second part that we're going to talk about? The Fed. So the Fed and mortgage rates. Let's talk about the Federal Reserve. I hear this question all the time. What is the Fed going to do to mortgage rates? Here is a central clarification. The Fed does not set mortgage rates. They set the federal funds rate. Mortgage rates and the markets tend to respond to what the Fed is saying about the broader economy. The Fed is currently focused on two things: their dual mandate. So price stability, so managing that inflation. Inflation remains slightly elevated, but is starting to actually stabilize. And then the second thing is maximum employment. So making sure people have jobs. And sadly, job growth is stalling out. But part 3 is where we're going to see the good news. So now for the good news. All signs point to a slight breeze at our back as we head into 2026. The big question is, when are mortgage rates coming down? Top forecasters actually anticipate that mortgage rates will ease slightly going into next year. Projections for the end of 2026 place mortgage rates somewhere in that low 6% range. Fannie Mae, though, is even saying potentially 5.9%. Why? A commonly watched indicator is the 10-year Treasury. For over 50 years, the 30-year mortgage rate has moved in unison with it. We are seeing the gap or spread between the Treasury and the mortgage rate start to narrow. As clarity comes about and that path ahead becomes clear, that spread narrows. When the spread narrows, mortgage rates tend to come down. This is really, really good news for affordability and the housing market in general. Lower rates have a direct, immediate impact. Lower rates equals stronger buyer demand. When rates eased in September, we definitely saw that demand pick up. As demand picks up, we will see more transactions. Home sales are projected to rise from 4.8 million this year to 5.2 million in 2026. This is all part of that breeze at our back. Now, the conclusion. The conversations that you have today as a potential buyer or seller set that stage for your success in purchasing a home in 2026. This knowledge is truly your superpower. It's about understanding the data so you can make confident decisions. Remember, most agents know what's happening. Good agents understand what's happening, but only great agents can explain what's happening. I hope I have given you the insights you need to make great decisions for you and your home. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any real estate questions at all, please do not be afraid to ask.